So I got a couple people asking me to look at the Weeknd's current girlfriend, Simi's astrology chart, and so I pulled it, and I had to make a quick video. Like, this is not going to be like a whole like big thing because I have never seen somebody's chart that is so empty. I mean, there was Sydney Sweeney's, but you know, like at least Sydney Sweeney's had like magnetism to it. This is empty. She has a couple placements that should really be pulling everything forward, like that Ardra moon, which can be really, really intense and interesting, but then everything is kind of like all the edges are smoothed out. Her Revati sun is conjunct her retrograde Venus, which being born with a retrograde Venus, very sad. Her Mars is in Gemini in Punarvasu, which is just doing the same old shit over and over again. She has a retrograde Jupiter. She has the most interesting thing in her chart is her Vishaka retrograde Pluto conjunct retrograde Psyche, and even that is not giving. When looking at her in the weekend, like their moons don't really match. Like hers is very intellectualized, his is very like feeling, very deeply feeling. Both of them have moons that are conjunct their Junos, but they show up completely different. Like he's very intense emotionally, and then she detaches naturally because her moon is a Gemini. Their Mercuries don't match. Like hers is in Shadabisha, his is in Shravana, so like hers is a little bit more like existential, his is very like grounded, obsessive, ambitious. Their Mars also don't really go together. His is in Purva Ashada, hers is in Punarvasu. His Mars is super ambitious, hers is more about like thinking and adapting. His goes in an impulse, hers actually has to like take a second to think about everything. It's like her chart is very intellectualized versus his, which is very much like all about like his instincts. Like their Saturns match okay, but there's just nothing really here. I truly have never seen anything like this. Like this does not seem like the kind of chart pairing of two people who would be like together long term. They mostly have like aesthetic compatibility. Like they probably are like, you know, decently like friendly. They get along on a basic level, but like this is like coworker energy. There's no real like emotional infrastructure that would be there for like a deep bond. And it could just be like, okay, he likes those types of relationships with people, but the thing is like he has like such a deep like obsessive chart, and the women that he's been with in the past, he has like intense karmic energy with them. You look at his and Selena's and you see that like she was tripping all of his like karmic wiring, right? You see him and Bella Hadid, they were like having like an obsessive, almost magnetic pull between each other, really great like sexual chemistry. There's just very little like personal compatibility here. It's more like a branding synastry thing. It's almost like he got tired of almost dealing with like this like heavy shit that like now he's just like, well, you know what, it's like simple enough, which is fair, but it just doesn't match, you know? Like it's not like what I talked about with Benny Blanco and Selena Gomez, where it's like in her chart like he doesn't like trigger all of like those intense feelings necessarily, but he like makes her feel cute and sweet and all of this. Like this, that's not this. Like at least they have real compatibility. These two don't. Like an ideal match for the Weeknd would probably be somebody with like a Vishaka, Jyeshta moon, maybe even an Anuradha moon. Somebody that has kind of a desire for like legacy love, that shows public loyalty, like something that can like hold darkness without flinching. It can handle the intensity, but can also like not leave him alone in that intensity. Probably more like Saturn ruled. I don't know why I said it like that, but it's just, yeah, it's very odd, very odd. Like quite literally, like I took a look at like Gigi Hadid and Bradley Cooper's charts, and like a lot of people are always like, oh, they're a PR relationship, whatever, and they have significantly more chemistry than these two. Like overwhelmingly, like generally speaking, if I took any one of your charts and compared them to the Weeknd's, you'd probably have more chemistry with him. But whatever, follow for more.